Hello, parents and family members. My name is Megan Beinlich, or as your preschoolers, 3-year-olds like to call me, I'm Mrs. Megan. I currently work at the Barlina House Preschool in Crystal Lake, Illinois, in their 3-year-old classroom as their lead teacher. I have had the pleasure of working with young children and their families for the past 5 years. I am currently working towards completing my bachelor's degree in early childhood education. And the point of this online workshop today with you is to talk about the ways that you can model and support developmentally appropriate use of technology for your young children during this remote learning time. Let's begin with a review of the Department of Education's guiding principle. Technology, when used appropriately, can be a tool for learning. Please refer to the link in the comment box to view the entire document. If the parent is actively involved in the technology experience with their child, then the child is not passively or potentially disrupted within the learning experience by the addition of the technology. So an example of active learning would be sitting with your child who has an interest in dinosaurs, then showing them a video from the Field Museum here in Chicago so that they can view and see a speaker talking about Sue, the Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, and they can see not only how big a dinosaur bone is, but you can explain in greater detail what the speaker is talking about. Some computer safety topics that relate to the 3 C's, which are content, context, and child, would be to first check your privacy settings within the parental controls so that you can block the purchasing within an app or disable one-click payment options. This, I feel like, would be a prime example of content, and an example site that is typically used is Amazon Prime. It's great for an adult so that they can buy what they need and what they're looking for, but when a child has access to in-app purchasing, you just don't know what you're end up going to be buying. So if you take the time to hide these purchasing features on their profile, it will then defer to the parent. This then would mean that their profile remains child appropriate and they can learn through that content. The second is to check for age appropriateness of the computer software. All children's programs and games are clearly labeled for which group that they're suitable for. So this, I feel, applies to the child in the 3 C's, which really would mean you know what the interests are of your own child and what motivates them in how they prefer to learn. A how to draw video, an Art for Kids Hub, is a great YouTube video experience and an excellent alternative to children coloring activity pages that your child might be bored with. This gives them the freedom to follow the steps shown and to learn different drawing techniques that they might be ready for. Another example is how older siblings might be using Minecraft, but preschool children who are 3 to 5 are too young to be exposed to the different settings within Minecraft. One is building and structural city techniques. The other setting is a game technique and skills that could explore them or potentially show them into a survival mode, which would lead them to join a chat room or expose them to things beyond their developing mind can understand. The third topic I would like to mention is to always use computer or other digital tools with your child, with your preschool child. And then this, I think, really relates to the context. This would then ensure that the parent can easily look over to what their child is on or doing or working with, so that if they did click away, they have the context of how to get back into it, but then they also can help them if they have a question. with solving their problem. I hope that this has eased your mind about some of the remote learning techniques and skills about technology so that you and your child can both benefit during this time. Thank you so much.